prayer and the leading of the pledge. Recognize Councilor Manning for motion to record advice and consent to the pending list of notaries public and justice of the peace. Second by Councilor Callahan. I recognize Councilor Delaney for motion to record advice and consent to the appointment of James Arnolfi to the position of Associate Justice of the Appeals Court.
I make the motion. He is an excellent nominee, and I'm very proud to put him on.
Second by Councilor Manning. Councilor Merrigan?
Yes. Since I've been a governance council member, there have been 5 nominations to the appeals court, and 4 of them have been from within 10 miles of this building. That said, all of the nominees have been extremely qualified and well-deserving of appointment. However, I'm extremely disappointed that of the 25 justices who sit on the appeals court, only one, Ariane Buono, appointed in the year 2006, is the only one from Western Massachusetts. In the 4 western counties, we have many qualified trial court judges. We have many qualified practicing attorneys who are ready, willing, and able to serve on the appeals court. Diversity of geography and region are essential to our judiciary, and there is a glaring need for geographical diversity in our appellate courts. In March of 2006, at the swearing-in of Justice Ariane Buono in Northampton, then Chief Justice Armstrong declared that the appeals court should reflect the makeup of the bar of the entire Commonwealth. To him, there appeared to be a structural defect in the system, perhaps what he called systematic factors that accounted for the absence of Western Mass appointments to the appeals court. I make these comments because I am sure, and I speak on behalf of my Western Massachusetts constituents who are deeply concerned. These comments made, however, and these concerns notwithstanding, I want to be very clear that the governor and the lieutenant governor and this administration have been very attentive to trial court vacancies in Western Massachusetts. I speak on behalf of my constituents and say that we in Western Massachusetts are very aware of and grateful for the attention and concern of Governor Patrick for Western Massachusetts trial court vacancies, and we do appreciate it.
I'd just like to make one comment. I just want good people. Excuse me. I just want good, honest, ethical, qualified people to be on the bench. And I really am not concerned where they're coming from in Massachusetts, as long as they have the correct temperament and demeanor and a good, honest, ethical people. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for them to all come from my district. I think we should find the best wherever they are in the Commonwealth. Thank you.
Councilor motion for recorded advice. Roll call. Councilor Fayola. Yes. Councilor Timmerman.
Yes.
Councilor Devaney.
Yes.
Councilor Ryan.
Yes.
Councilor Manning.
Yes.
Councilor Callahan. Yes. Councilor Merrick.
Yes.
Motion to report advice and consent to the appointment of Laurie MacLeod to the position of Associate Justice of the Harlem District Court.
I so move.
Second by Councilor Fayola.
Discussion.
Councilor Devaney.
First of all, I'd like to say that this vote was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, and there was no provision to table a vote when it comes up, and the meeting was adjourned before the vote came up. And for no reason, last Wednesday it was canceled again, which this is unprecedented in all my term to see something like this, obviously to ensure the vote for Laurie MacLeod. I did give a statement when everyone quickly left the chamber when I was ready to vote, and it was adjourned, so I will make that statement again. I actually have 2 statements if you give me that privilege. The Governor's Council is going to be asked to vote to give advice and consent to Laurie MacLeod to the position of Associate Justice of the Family District Court. Although this nominee has been an ongoing candidate for a judgeship, applying a number of times, she has continually donated to Massachusetts candidates, including Governor's Counselor and former Judge, Councilor Thomas Merrigan. As the sponsor, I requested, and it was put forth by a former governor, And I thank Governor Patrick, too, for adopting in his executive order. I asked him to prohibit any judicial nominee from giving contributions to sitting governors, councilors, governor, and lieutenant governor. When I first got elected, nominees sitting there were giving political donations to the governor's councils right up to the hearing, So my intent was that judicial nominee be prohibited from donating to councilors, sitting governor, and lieutenant governor from the very first time he or she applied for judicial appointment, not to be allowed to keep giving contributions when they kept applying for a judge. When I met with Attorney MacLeod, she said that it's her goal to be a judge and she's going to keep trying, and she did, and she kept giving contributions to her governor's councilor. In the council's questionnaire, the nominee is asked to state the political contribution she has given during the preceding 3 years. She did say that she gave $250 to Councilor American. But for the amount of what she put in the questionnaire do not match when you check the Office of Campaign and Political Finance. They're very different. If Attorney MacLeod cannot keep track of how much she contributed to political candidates, how can she be expected to keep track of the daily business and details of the court, information that holds the lives of those before her in her hands? Just to cite one donation for a political candidate, Attorney MacLeod gave $150 to Governor's Council American in 2005. I have it right here, December 13th. She did not disclose this in her questionnaire, where there was question 6 to giving the additional information. And although I met with Attorney MacLeod for over 2 hours, she didn't disclose important information that was discovered at her hearing. When she was questioned, she stated that in December 2005, she gave $150 to Thomas Merrigan, Governor's Council Committee, after she received a letter soliciting funds from his committee. When asked at the hearing why did she disclose that she recommended Councilor Merrigan's services as a lawyer, she gave a client to him for a personal injury, and if successful, they will both financially gain. She will get a third of that. And this was in 2005. But guess what? Judge Merrigan gave us a letter on that day, and he said, because I said he shouldn't preside over a hearing, he shouldn't vote. But he gave us this letter on that day that he gave Lieutenant Governor, and he said she gave him the referral and she gave the donation before he was a candidate, and it didn't announce in 2006. This is all the contributions he got in 2005. He opened his campaign July 2005. So it really saddens me that we have a former judge who's not told the truth. She was nominated by the governor on January 5th, but not until March 4th at her hearing, Councilor Merrigan gave the council copies of that letter and that he asked an opinion of the Ethics Commission. He stated that he made the disclosure that MacLeod had appeared before him many, many times in 10 years when he was a judge. He also disclosed that in mid-2005, Attorney MacLeod recommended his service on a referral fee basis. At the hearing, I stated that Merrigan should recuse himself because it's a violation of 268A, unduly influenced. And one important note, when one asks an opinion of the ethics, shouldn't the question be posed in an honest manner? He said that he didn't announce for Governor's Council to 2006, but he raised over $22,000 in 2005, and he also had a fundraiser in December, and she gave money because she got a fundraising credit. The fundraiser was December 13th. So, there must